What's up, everybody? This is Gadget back in action, bringing you a new video in our Cyberpunk 2077 Let's Play. In this episode, we are going to be focusing on the mission Double Life. We have just rescued Evelyn from the clutches of the Death Head Moth, BD, Death Ring, whatever they are, and gotten her back to Judy's apartment. Uh, Judy's not looking great. Evelyn sure isn't looking great, but Judy has acquired a BD from Evelyn's memories, and we're gonna make sure that Evelyn's alive and at least stable, and then try to investigate further and see what we can learn about getting this relic out of our head. All right, engage.
Well, now, look at you.
I don't want to interrogate her after she just had her. I couldn't even begin to imagine the level of just awful she's been through. Just utterly inhuman. So we're gonna let her rest and go check in with Judy.
Have a seat. All right, roll it. Data was in pretty rough shape. Not all that editable.
Huh. Glad you managed to salvage him in the first place.
Needs a second to load. Quality's lousy, but I did what I could.
Yeah, I hear you. The PS4 can run this game. It was kind of. It does still have some glitches and bugs, and it does crash from time to time, which is super obnoxious. But it doesn't look bad. The game just looks so good that even on a PS4, it looks good. But goodness, if you've seen some screenshots of folks that
What
are
am I
like
looking
full
out for?
4K, 8K.
Every single piece of tech I see, security. We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the virtue.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be parfait bourré. It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip
Oh,
himself?
she's getting ready
Should
to go
I-
meet with Arasaka. This is a
Biochip?
prelude.
Where you hear this?
Prelude.
That is not of interest to you. You spin the virtue, you come back here. We give you the eddies. That is your one job. The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
I hear you. Yeah, there was a lot of controversy at the start of this with like the game being seizure inducing. They did change some things around, but they still have it.
Every. Take a look around if you want.
See, who's this person?
Can't see her face.
Under normal circumstances, that kind of encryption's easy to crack. But not this time. Whoever she is, she's got serious net running skills.
That, or
Every single
someone's
piece of
working
tech I
for
see,
her.
security.
We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the virtue.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be parfait bourré. It's most important that he suspect nothing.
Not a lot
Try to
going
be
on
your
in here,
usual.
huh?
Relax self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself?
Might
And
not be
if
important.
he starts talking about
Maybe,
the biochip
but
himself?
all of them are
Should
from
I-
Pacifica.
Biochip?
Narrows down our search at least.
Okay, Pacifica.
Biochip? Where you hear this? That is not of interest to you.
Audio. No
You spin the
audio.
virtue, you come back here. We give you the eddies. That is your one job. That is none of your concern. Understand?
Oh, there's something I missed.
What am I looking at for?
I think I recognize these.
What are they?
Vive markings.
You familiar with them?
Not enough to know what they actually mean. Heard of who might use them, though.
Who?
Could be the Voodoo Boys, but that's just a hunch. Can't be 100% sure.
The spine-chilling Netrunner crew? Hard to find, because they don't want to be. I wouldn't know where to start. What now?
Looks like I'm going on a field trip to Pacifica.
So,
Alright, think we got everything.
so what I'm getting from that is that the people who hired Evelyn to get to infiltrate Arasaka's, you know, hotel room in the beginning to set us up for the heist, it looks like they were Voodoo Boys, which is a notorious gang running out of Pacifica. They're all Haitian, I believe. Super cool. But sounds like we're trying to investigate that. That'll give us maybe an idea of what happened to Evelyn after things went south.
Now we know what happened to Clouds. They're the ones who tried to flatline her. Launched a nuke at her chip.
And that's why she went into
So
hiding in clouds.
Punishment? For getting played by her?
She knew more than they thought she knew. Couldn't let that go.
Are you going to sit down or stand up?
So that's who she was running from.
Woman who hired Evelyn. Any idea who we're up against?
Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, V.
Looks like Evelyn never told us the whole truth.
You're telling me. If I'd known what she'd gotten herself into... I'm so mad at her.
Her only job was to record a virtue. Pretty damn amazing she managed to organize a full-blown heist.
Mm-hmm.
And swipe the biochip from under her boss's noses.
So that's where you came in. She hired you. And brought this all on herself. On you two. There's one more recording. Wanna see it?
Sure, why not? Nothing can
Alright.
surprise me at this point.
So it was the Voodoo Boys who tried to ice her as payback for failing the heist and trying to rip them off. Which, I mean, for actually effectively ripping them off. They were looking for the chip. I wonder what they wanted the chip for. Does Judy know I have the biochip? I don't think so. I don't think she understands fully. She knows that something's wrong with me and that I need their help. But I don't think at this point she actually knows. I want those golden nail caps. Is that like an option? Is that a fashion option? Okay. Sounds like we're just doing audio here.
What language is she speaking?
Dunno. Haitian Creole? It is the Voodoo Boys.
Didn't I... Wait, let me see if I've got an auto-translator. Meantime, you try to tune into the phone's frequency. See what the other side's saying. Try scanning the phone. Got it. Give it a second.
We have to know what they're saying. Could be important.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Just found the auto-translate package.
I feel like translating
Should get
Haitian
along
Creole
fine
is
with
probably a
your
little bit
system.
more difficult because
Uninstall
it's
it
such a
now.
colloquial thing.
Oui, li ale. Ou te gen rezon manze tout intelligent pou sa pote yi bien.
Ou pensez moi me dire la fait nous gen problème?
Manze pa enraje. En pli, se pi bon moyen nou genye pou nou rive so yon nou pou. Fok nou pran chans la.
else am I supposed to scan, huh? Why is moving so hard for me right now?
Vous gagnez plus bon l'idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon critiquer ça me pense, à continuer fait travail vous.
That's what I'm gonna do. One more time.
À ce point.
The doll has
Oui.
left?
Oui, allez.
Yes, you were right. She's too smart for her own good.
Uh-huh.
Because she knows about the biochip. She bring a startle? She wouldn't dare. Besides, she's our best route to Yorinobu. We must take this risk. I wish I shared your confidence that Silverhand will lead us to Alt. If you were paying attention on the 2 episodes ago, when we came out of Clouds, Silverhand was talking about we need to go find Alt. I guess they're looking for the same thing. And they know that Silverhand's on the chip.
Okay, Judy, we're good.
All right, disconnecting.
The Voodoo Boy's got a lot of knowledge. Yeah, it is like translating Southern, right? Like, especially like real thick Southern, like straight Floribama Southern, like that, you know?
What's up with you?
So, this to answer your question, Judy does not know.
Biochip we stole? It's got Silverhand's engram burned onto it.
Engram?
She's like, the what?
Digitized psyche. Personality construct. Can you give me a minute? I need to go over some stuff in my head.
Of course.
Judy is the best.
These people, what could they want from Alt?
How the hell should I know?
What do you want from Alt?
Got no notion whatsoever?
One way or another, everything leads back to that Netrunner. Finding her's our biggest priority. If she knows as much as I think she knows about the chip, she can help us out.
Thought you said nothing could help us.
Nah, just find us that Juju wirehead, okay?
This man. Alright, Judy.
Wait, you got any idea how to get in touch with the Voodoo Boys?
Why? Worried that I'll give Evelyn up to him?
No. I didn't trust you at first, but... Well, if you wanted to get back at Evelyn, you would have done it already.
So why the worried look?
I want it all to work out for you. You got a plan?
Not yet.
I'll ask around. Make a few calls. Let me put it this way. The Voodoo Boys wouldn't trust a cat if it walked onto their turf. But someone's gotta know a way in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good luck. Hope you won't need it.
Thanks, Judy.
No, V. Thank you. You're a good person. Evelyn could never see what was under people's skin. If she could have gotten to know you a bit better, then... who knows? Things might have turned out differently.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Let's get up out of here. Go find us some Voodoo Boys. Call hands. Okay. And it's raining. I am a black woman without an umbrella, and it's raining.
Need to make contact with the Voodoo Boys chief if you can swing it.
All right, all right. Straight to heavy business. Now, that'd be Maman Brigitte. Be tough getting a word into her.
Really don't do any biz with them?
Not with the chefs, cheffins, priests, and whatnot. All got dirigible-sized egos. Won't talk to lowly me.
Stand under the.
But if you insist, I can ask around, try to set something up. I'll just need some details first.
Got something they want.
Truly? Want to sell something to the VDBs? Trust me, they don't want it, they don't need it. They're isolated, insulated, they got their own contracts, tech, networks. But, have it your way. Okay, I'll see what I can do and get back to you.
For those of you that are unaware, Mr. Hands is the fixer in Pacifica. Each of these districts has what's called a fixer. They're basically like a underground black market, like merc dealer. Like they're the go-between. They're who like the rich people come to get the poor people to do their bidding, or vice versa, or whatever it might be. They're the eyes, the ears, and the hands of the district. Mr. Hands is the one for Pacifica, which is way down south and where we're headed. So the nature of this mission is pursue other leads until Hands calls back. So we're gonna need to fill some time. Good question is what mission to do next. Let's see, have we gotten called back about being on the Brat? Not quite. If you were watching our earlier episode, we're also waiting to get a call for this one as well, for the date and time of the finals of the bare knuckle boxing tournament. So, tell you what we're gonna do. I'm gonna shout it out to chat. We can do another like core story mission, or there's a selection of some pretty interesting side missions that we could focus on, particularly the epistrophe one, where we go and well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but we've got to return to Delamain and see what's going on with the AI taxi service in town. I'll just say that not everything is right with them. You can also go to the meeting with Kirk. I think that's the one I want to do. Yeah. We're going to do Small Man, Big Mouth. I guess this wasn't a particularly long episode. I'm going to cut it right here. We're going to start up the next one with Small Man, Big Mouth, trying to do an interesting... Oh, okay, Delamain or Kirk? Okay, I'm going to leave it up to you, chat. What do you think? Delamain or Kirk? Delamain or Kirk? I'm good with either of them. Delamain. Okay, there's the answer. All right. So again, I'm gonna end it right here. I want to thank you all so much for watching. This is a short one, but that's pretty much the end of like that section of that storyline. So we're gonna go pursue some other leads, and I'll be bringing the epistrophe mission to you guys in the next episode. I want to thank you all so much for watching. This is Gadget signing out. Peace.